What's going on, everybody? This is an episode from the No Gimmicks Needed Wrestling podcast. Do you like podcasts and you want to see the full podcast? Make sure you check out the No Gimmicks Needed Wrestling podcast on all your podcast platforms, such as Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, iHeartRadio, among many others. But you're listening to the episode right here on YouTube, so make sure you hit that like button and below, and make sure you hit the subscribe button to NC Studios and NC Level Up for all your gaming needs. This is the Nerd Coalition. Enjoy the show. This Sunday, though, is the annual Survivor Series. Survivor Series Raw versus Smackdown. I swear they give not a shit about this pay-per-view. The build has been terrible, has been atrocious. The matches have been lazily put together. I don't understand anything that's going on. Nothing here has just been exciting at all. You know, even Xavier Woods went on his Twitter and said, "What are we fighting for?" He said that. And he even tried to come up with a concept, but they don't have no fucking concepts of what's going on this show. It's just the Raw champions go up against the SmackDown champions, and then there's two Survivor Series teams, the men's and the women's, and we call it a day. No other build, nothing else to it. They don't care about Survivor Series. It's not a stadium show. They don't put no effort into it. It's just the laziest booking.
It could be.
Say what?
It could be a stadium show.
It could be. I mean, honestly, it ain't like Survivor Series a couple years ago was sucking. They had some good shows that could have been stadium level shows, and I was actually excited about Survivor Series on certain things. The NXT invasion on Survivor Series, the 2017 Survivor Series, the 2018 Survivor Series. I was just excited about a certain Survivor Series, but for some reason they not. But we here to give our predictions. I understand, me and Prime blow through, but I for you guys out there, I'm gonna try to give you guys just what we think was going to happen. So let's just get right on up into it. So let's start off with the champion versus champion mid-card match. Damian Priest is the United States champion representing Raw, taking on Shinsuke Nakamura, the Intercontinental champion representing SmackDown. On paper, this should be a good match. On paper, Priest got that kind of like hard hitting fighting style, but then you got Shinsuke Nakamura, obviously the King of Strong style. So it really could be a underrated match and possibly be one of the best matches on the night. So how do you have it, Brian? Who wins this matchup?
I got Priest winning.
Yeah, I think also I don't know if I can't say if the loss will hurt Nakamura because it doesn't matter. But I'm just saying, I think Priest can pick up the win here to keep his momentum going in the Raw because once again they care about Raw more anyway. Champion versus champion tag team matchup. We have RK Bro, Randy Orton, and Riddle, who's represent the Raw tag team champions, taking on the Usos, who are the SmackDown champions. I swear,
Usos.
Yeah, it gotta be the Usos. But it seems
way
like
better oil machine.
See what?
So they're a way better oil machine.
They are. And first of all, it seems like every year Survivor Series, the Usos is always in this match.
Yeah, because they always the tag champs in November.
It's like they're always the champions. I'm just like, you know what? This would have been great if, y'all give a shit about the Hurt Business and they could have still been in here. They could have been tag team champions. Or if y'all cared about the Street Profits, and if instead of wasting that match on a SmackDown, y'all could have did Street Profits versus Usos at the Survivor Series. Kind of like, remember how they did Street Profits versus New Day last year?
Yeah, that was last year.
Was it last? I think it was because it was one of the pandemic shows. There was nobody there.
It could have been then.
Yeah, but I was just like, that was still a good match though, and I always wanted to see the Street Profits, join up with the New Day. So. I have the Usos here. There's no reason why the Bloodline is losing here. Becky Lynch going up against Charlotte Flair for the umpteenth time. This match, in my personal opinion, would have been better if it was Bianca Belair taking on Sasha Banks Part 2 because they had a kick-ass match and a Match of the Year candidate at WrestleMania. There's no reason why they couldn't have won a Survivor Series. They kind of threw them together on SmackDown just to say here, but no, they never got the proper rematch. Sasha never got her proper rematch from Bianca, so unfortunately, cry me a river. So now we get Becky and Charlotte, and they're messy of a storyline. They're messy of their quotations backstage heat. I'll go first here, and right now, Shaw don't got no real challenger. Shotzi Blackheart ain't no threat. I can see Becky cheating to win here because it's like heel versus heel. And Vince hates that, but why the hell you do it? Well, you fucked up already. So I have Becky winning it, and that momentum carries over to beat Liv Morgan on Raw. Who you have?
I would say Becky wins too, and she gets her little Becky 2 belts moment where she holds both titles up like I'm the champ.
Yeah.
But I think Charlotte loses and probably gets another attitude or something.
I hope so. She can walk right that door. Let's go into the 5-on-5 Women's Survivor Series elimination match. Team Raw: Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan, Carmella, and Queen Selena taking on Team SmackDown: Sasha Banks, Shayna Baszler, Shotzi, Natalya, and now Toni Storm. Because I guess they had to add Aaliyah up first, and when they first put Aaliyah in her first match, she looked nervous like a deer in headlights. But all of a sudden they said, "Oh, we're not a team no more. Let's put Toni Storm in there. Why not just do it from Jump Street or have a qualifying match?" And then I feel bad for Bianca on Raw because it's really just Bianca and Rhea Ripley. Liv Morgan is kind of coming up a little bit. Nobody cares about Carmella and nobody cares about Queen Selena. They really don't. So when it comes to Team Raw, I have Team SmackDown winning because I think, at least I'm hoping, that since they didn't get their one-on-one rematch, it'll come down to Bianca and Sasha, and they give them like a little 5 to 7 minute matchup. And since Bianca got the win at WrestleMania, I can see Sasha getting her win back here. But however, Bianca been losing too much, and I don't want to take no more momentum that they already have taken from her, because right now I'm scared of people who lose momentum because they lose their jobs. So for some reason, I want Team Raw to win so Bianca Belair can win, but for some reason I think Team SmackDown is going to win.
I have Bianca being a sole survivor.
So you got Team Raw over Team SmackDown?
Yeah.
Yeah. I get that, but I think Sasha probably gets her win back, and so they can go set up another Sasha Charlotte program. I'm not sitting there saying I agree with it because I really want Bianca to win, but I don't know. She just been losing. They're like almost making her lose momentum lately, and I don't know what that's all about. Men's 5-on-5 Survivor Series elimination match. Team Raw: Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, Kevin Owens, Bobby Lashley, and Austin Theory versus Team SmackDown: Drew McIntyre, Jeff Hardy, King Woods, Happy Corbin, and somebody who's to be announced. I don't know who the 5th person for SmackDown was anyway.
Sheamus.
Oh, he's injured?
No, I'm saying that's probably going to be Sheamus.
Oh, it's probably going to be... Yeah, that's right. Sheamus is on SmackDown because he was just on Raw a couple weeks ago. They had the Mysterios on here. I understand that Dom shouldn't have been on there, but now they took out Ray for some reason to put Austin Theory on the team. I was like, why? Then we have Drew McIntyre, Jeff Hardy, and King Woods. I'm getting to try to get Xavier more of the singles push here. Happy Corbin, who gives a shit. And Sheamus like, these matches weren't even thought of or put together right. They're not fighting for nothing. Team Raw wins this one easily.
Yeah, same thing.
And I like how MVP came back and nobody said nothing.
Yeah, because he was gone the next week.
Yeah, he just randomly showed up and walked out with Bobby Lashley. I was like, you're back?
Yeah, but then the next week he wasn't there.
And I'm like, oh, okay. Main event time, because you know they're going to make this the main event. Big E, the WWE champion, taking on Roman Reigns, Universal Champion, champion versus champion matchup. Honestly, I would like it better if it was the New Day versus the Bloodline, but they obviously messed that story up. Because that could have been an awesome 6-man tag team matchup. I actually kind of would have liked it if it was the Almighty taking on the Tribal Chief, if they had kept booking Bobby Lashley the right way, but they didn't. So, but I don't mind Big E, but once again, it's like if it was Bobby, I would actually believe that Bobby could, win this matchup. But since I don't see that, Roman wins the matchup. I mean, Big E will have a good match, but Roman wins the matchup.
Definitely.
I mean, there's just no thought on that. So that right now has been the the list of the Survivor Series matches, I doubt they'll probably add a little pre-show matchup, but that's it. Them 6 matches ain't nothing special about them. We not fighting for anything, and it's even. So you can go 3-3. It doesn't matter. It just doesn't fucking matter. So right now, just make Survivor Series back to where it was. If y'all not gonna do the Raw versus SmackDown thing any kind of justice at all. So I'm tired of seeing it. But hey, you can post that down below what your predictions are. What do you think is going to happen? Hit the like button if you guys enjoyed our predictions, stuff like that. But now we're going to move right on into the podcast.